Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. What's happening? What's happening? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's get it right up in here. Okay, there we go. Always got to check my settings when I start this thing up. We got to put up our filters, keep the nonsense down, and make sure only the righteous come through and say something. What's happening? All my real ones. All my real ones. All my monetization nation. The monetization nation. That's what I call my supporters here. People who understand. Support is spelled with a $sign UPPORT. That's right. I created that. I created that. Support is spelled a $sign, put some lines through it, UPPORT. Okay? All right. Let's make it clear. Now, that don't mean you got to give money if you ain't got it. I understand. Hey, ballers on a budget, where you at? You right here. I'm with you. We made the channel, and part of our channel is for you. To understand how you can do what you got to do still, especially if you live that art life. And most of us living that art life, we understand the struggle. So I'm speaking especially to y'all, all my artists out there, any kind of creative in the world. This is a channel for you. We here for it. We here for it. And I'm about to speak on some examples in a minute, but shout out to everybody who's coming in. I see y'all, appreciate y'all. Make sure when you show up now, and I see the head, I see a little number next to the head, this means there's another category. It's this. It means thumbs up. It means you like what you're looking at. You're enjoying the concept. You're enjoying the content. All right? Make sure you hit that. We need that. We need that all day. We appreciate you. So, I know some of y'all looking at my t-shirt. Yeah, I'm a Candyman fan. Say it 5 times and look in the mirror. I dare you. That's my guy right there. Tony Todd, the legend. And the new one. Now, my 2 favorite out of all the Candyman movies is the newest one. This one here, that this t-shirt came from, that logo. And the first one. Those are the absolute classics. The other ones in between, we had some moments that were okay and cool, but those are the classics to me. The very first one and the latest one. Dope, epic, masterful, excellent acting, excellent plot, story. Had little moments, talk about plot, little moments, but for the most part, I love them. I love them, both of them. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and Halloween is coming. Yeah, Halloween is coming. So there's a new movie on Prime. I just posted about this. I literally just put up a short. When I say short, it's like 2 minutes. So you got time, I promise you. If you got time to look at this, you got time to look at that. So help us get them watch hours, because we 2,000 deep up in here. And we need 3,000 so that when I do these lives, y'all can start doing super chats and all this other thing to make us make some money over here. We get little donations and things that stacks up. When that starts, I want to be averaging $50 to $100 every time I go live, just because people throw $5, $10, $15, $20, $50, $100, whatever you got, whatever you want to give. We're going to be able to do it real soon. We just need 3,000 watch hours. Like I say, we at 2,000 right now. So the more y'all watch, the more y'all subscribe, we're going to get there ASAP. ASAP. Now, I see one in the building. Put the thumb up. Appreciate you. So when I tell y'all we about to do it, we going to do it. So this is the post that I put up. It was about 2 minutes long. And I'm talking about, I think I called it actor gets featured in Jackpot movie. So Jackpot, if you don't know about it, is John Cena and Awkwafina. She's so silly. That's her stage name. I don't know what her real name is, but awkward Awkwafina. She's the cute Asian girl from the Marvel film. What was it? Oh my gosh, I don't want to mess up and say the wrong name. Damn. You know what? I'm not even gonna say if I can't remember the exact name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It was with the Asian hero who was from like the ancient times, or his powers are from the ancient time. He's just an average, everyday, modern guy who's kind of geeky, etc. And his best friend is this girl who Awkwafina plays, and he, pretty much gets bullied and messed over until one day he just realizes he has these superpowers, and he's trying to figure out why for the rest of the movie, and he ends up meeting the people from the group of special ability folks who have all this magical martial arts skills and everything. So anyway, real good. It's not a bad movie. I think that movie got slept on a lot with Marvel movies. I don't hear nobody really talk about it, but I don't know why. It was a pretty good movie. I sat through the whole thing. And it's hard to be in a time where I say it like that, because the Eternals, whoa, what the hell was that? Like, everybody makes jokes that was one of the worst Marvel movies of all time. I hear people say the same thing about the Spider-Woman joint that came out, or Lady Web, or whatever it was. I ain't even seen that yet. Was it Madam Web? Yeah, I ain't even seen that yet. I heard so many bad reviews. I said, okay, I'm gonna take my time. One day I'm gonna sit down and try to work through that. I guess it's on Disney. I guess they're not too embarrassed to even put it on Disney. But I'm gonna check it out. I ain't got around to it, like I say. But you know, some stuff just ain't what it used to be when it comes to Marvel. Like, I love Marvel, love DC, love Marvel more. But every one of the ones they've been putting out ain't always, you know, a hit. Yeah, decent wasn't enough to make me binge it. So I'm gonna finish. The lady who's in the Asian superstar comedian Aquafina, John Cena, this new movie that's out. It's on Prime TV, Amazon Prime's channel, and it's called Jackpot. Originally it was Grand Death Lotto. That was gonna be the original title. That was the working title when we filmed it. I say we because I'm in the biz, and I did some. So I say I did background work, but I may as well say I did stunt work on it. Didn't get paid for stunt work, got paid for background work, because that's how they do us in Atlanta. They be getting over on stuff they know they can't do in Los Angeles, where the movie was based even. The movie's supposed to be LA. They did shoot some parts in LA, obviously, when you watch it. But a lot of stuff, most of the principal photography, you know, most of the movie, that's what that means when you hear people say principal photography, for those who are not really film buffs or in the biz. It was filmed right here in Atlanta, I promise you. So, but yeah, they made it look like it was to be LA and everything, because they threw in a lot of LA B-roll shots and stuff. They rode down Hollywood Boulevard. They got shots like that, I noticed, that make you, you know, feel like, oh wow, we're in LA. But it was shot right here in Atlanta, like I say. But it's hilarious so far. I just started it. I ain't finished watching it yet. I'm probably in the first 10, 15 minutes of it. That started my day off right, y'all. Any actor can tell you, when you show up in the trailer, that's a big deal, because even if you don't end up in the movie, everybody sees the trailer first. And in the biz, people look for that. You know, people look at that and say, oh, okay, you made the trailer. Like, that's editing room decisions that mean a lot. That means your scene was so important to wanting to express what this movie is about that they had to put it in the trailer. So that's a big deal. And all my actors that are starting, understand that. Always be happy when you see yourself in the trailer, even if they cut your scene out the movie. That happened to me in Night School with Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish, which was classic. You know what I mean? Great, funny comedy. And I was in a scene with Kevin Hart when his character was working at the famous barbecue grill place, and he's like the master #1 employee every month at this little dead-end job or whatever. And yeah, like, that moment right there was huge, really huge. Like, the first time I saw it was on Entertainment Tonight with an expose about the movie coming out, and I see myself in the scene with Kevin Hart. Man, don't nothing beat that, y'all. I'm telling you, for my actors, all my creatives, that's a beautiful thing. So then when it finally, you know, hit with the trailer, same day, I was like, oh my gosh, this is, you know, months before the movie comes out, and you already got presents. That's a good thing. And like I say, it was not in the movie. I bought the DVD because I thought they were gonna have it in special features or cut scenes, whatever. It wasn't there, but it's okay. You can forever say, and I do, you know, I'm sharing this for my period. Please believe it. It means something. So shout out to everybody with me, man. We had a major running scene, and that's why I say it was like doing stunts, because we were running uphill, downhill in downtown Atlanta on a major street that they blocked off for the scene. And it was tough. Physically, it was tough. Like, I'm in good shape, but I'm not a runner. I'm a walker and a hiker. So just doing those two things, I was still ready. I could manage it, but you know, it's different when you're running. And I was huffing after the first time. It didn't make me, I mean, I have the endurance to keep going. I did every take. I went from a run to a jog at one point, but I still showed up, you know what I'm saying, in the front row. So can't be mad at that. You know, the best take won. And I remember they probably used the first few takes because we weren't exhausted, because there were some people who were actual runners out there, and they were really getting it, like crazy getting it. And I thought to myself, man, some of it, they had to even like pull them back sometimes and redo the scene because they were outrunning the principal actor. The principal actor that we were chasing, he was in good shape, but you know, him and his stunt double, if either one of them started getting a little tired, there was some folk out there in background that was outrunning them, and they'd be like, okay, hold up, background, check it out. You can't outrun the actor, okay? You can't. So I'm giving y'all the inside funny stories now because I can talk about it. Like, had to wait for the movie to be out to be able to break all this stuff down, but I'm proud to be able to give y'all these stories now. But man, when I tell you that was so damn funny. Like, I remember there was this one guy, every time we run down the hill, he would keep going into where there was some action where a stunt person would come spinning out in his car. And you can see it, it's in the movie. It's the exact thing I'm describing. They spin around in his car. And they had to be I remember he almost got walked off set. It was like the director or the it was the stunt coordinator, got in his ass like, dude, are you out of your mind? Look, we at safety first. You cannot be here when this car spins. And he was like some young guy, like 20 something, being stupid. And he just had this little kitty face looking like, oh, I'm sorry. But it's like, you know, it's like, yeah, don't. And it was like, everybody froze like, what you gonna do? Don't play yourself. Don't try and be hard. Remember, this is a job. You're getting paid to be here. And don't, just because you feel embarrassed because somebody grown told yo should be acting grown ass to do what you ought to know makes common sense. Don't try to be tough now, especially with a stunt man. You talking about an ass whooping, man. Them some of the most dangerous people on the planet. I got stunt friends, by the way. Them some dangerous guys and gals, because they risk their tooth and limb every time they do a scene. So, you know, for all you badasses out there that think you can jump in anybody's face, go jump on try to play with a stunt person. Man, they'll fold your ass up and mail you to your mama. I'm trying to tell you, it's not a game. Not a game. But he got the message real quick. The dude barked on him a little bit, and he backed down like, okay. And he ain't run down that hill no more either. Because it's like, what else you gonna do? You sure as hell ain't about to get Buck up in here. And he was with a whole squad of other stunt folks. So it's like, you know, maybe you got some skills. Well, we'll find out. You know, but nah, people, it's a different type of business. I tell people all the time, film business is way more that goes on sets than most people will ever know. And it requires a lot of etiquette and respect that some people just don't have the discipline to do. So it ain't made for everybody. Hold tight, y'all.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Yes, I have a package for a Jennifer Wessels at 785 Birkdale Drive here at this facility. I'm at the gate right now. I don't have an access code in the app to deliver your package. If I don't get a message in the next few minutes, I will be having to take it back to Walmart. Thank you. Damn, man, this is ridiculous. Yeah, y'all. Pardon the pause. It is what it is. We have to do that from time to time. As I was saying, I was talking about the process and how there's so much that goes into filmmaking and etiquette when you're on set and everything. Now, a lot of folks who try to break into the biz as actors, you're going to start doing background. You might be doing background even once you get established. Like, I've been established for years, but if you still want to just be on set and make connections, which is what I use background for whenever I, you know, have done it in the last, because it's definitely not where I want to be or where my status is as an actor, but you meet a lot of people. And I'm also a writer and I'm also a producer for independent films. So if you want to meet people that can end up being your next stars and friends in the biz and things of that nature, it's a great place, you know, because you got plenty of time when you're waiting between when they need you for scenes and stuff like that to get to know. I always say it's the most fun jury duty you'll ever do. If you can understand that it's that kind of environment. Sometimes you're waiting in a room with a bunch of people, but if you know how to chit chat with people and get to know and make friends, you'll make friends for life. Like I literally have friends I made for life because of the years I did background. So I'm always, you know, a lot of people try to hide the fact they've done background. I've never understood that psychology, because it's like, yo, you should be proud that you did that. You know, it's like it teaches you everything you need to know about what it is to be on a movie set, you know, and really understand the process. And you start meeting, and you can meet crew people. You meet a lot of crew members that get cool with you, and that's how you end up getting other jobs like I have, you know. I've done, and I currently, whenever available, will take production assistant work, PA work, all right, which is in the assistant director department. Very important role. Very, very important role to the process of a film. There is no unimportant role, quite frankly. Anybody who rolls on the credits or even doesn't show up on the credits, if you were there, it's important to the process of making a film. And as far as that part goes, you know, we literally, you know, are the backbone of a lot of the flow of day-to-day operations, you know, delivering scripts, making sure things are cleaned out in certain areas, making sure people have safe passage when the actors are on the move and stuff like that, going and giving them notifications, bringing them to set, bringing folks their food. I mean, it don't get more important than that, right? You know, it's a whole lot. There's a lot of jobs to take. So anyway, I say all that to say this, when we talk about this is what we call the business, BIZNESS, you know what I'm saying? We stylize it here, but that's what we're talking about when you see the business flash on any of our content. We especially be talking about what it is to be in the arts and entertainment business. And it doesn't always apply to film. Sometimes it's talking about process of making comic books, music, anything. But we especially tend to focus on film because film covers everything. Film covers every one of the arts. One way or another, it covers the arts as a whole. And yeah, we talk about it. So like I say, check out that latest video. It's a real fun watch. It's only like 2 minutes. Hope y'all enjoy. And I'll check y'all out in a minute. Peace.